Hello, humans. My name is Tits McGee. Welcome to The Tomato Show, a show that's ripe, juicy, and just a little bit salty. Come on in and pop a squat. Grab a slice of bread because you're going to want to wipe the plate clean after this saucy dish. Don't forget to tip your server. Let's dig in. First, today, we're going to do some gratitude. I love to give gratitude. First, I am so happy and grateful for lasagna. Let's face it, I'm not fat for nothing. So lasagna, thank you. Thank you, Italians. You did a good job. I am also happy and grateful for perfume. I might not look the best, but I can smell damn good. Thank you, John. He got me some Gucci Bloom. That stuff smells awesome. I am so happy and grateful for acid trips. There were some nice trips, and it cost almost no gas money at all. I am especially grateful for subscribers, likes, comments, shares, Cadillacs, and Etsy sales. Uh, a quick meditation. I'm gonna change it up a little. Last episode, I forgot a meditation, so we're gonna do something different. We're gonna go John Coffey style. If y'all have seen The Green Mile, we're gonna do something like that real quickly. So get yourself relaxed. Close your eyes, roll your shoulders, your neck, whatever you gotta do. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And then on the next deep breath in, or in the deep breath in after my long explanation here, what you're gonna do is you're gonna imagine a balloon inside filling up, and it's like a magnet for all the black crud in your life, for all the pain and suffering that you're doing, any mental stress, any sort of whatever you got. Just turn it into this little black thing that's going to attach to that balloon when you inhale. And then when you exhale, blow it out just like John Coffey. So a couple times in, magnetizing all that crud, getting it in there, blow it out. Because I'm like, fuck you, get out. I'm going to do one more. Okay. Doesn't that feel better? Okay. Moving right along. We're going to talk about some current affairs. Currently, I am still working on that big ass blanket. I am not going to drag it over here. Yesterday was Monday. I have not done yet. The other current affairs. Yeah, Sunday was the Super Bowl, I think they call it. And there was this guy that danced around like an idiot. I'm going to call him the hateful Hassenpfeffer. Let's talk about this Halfwits halftime show, huh? I didn't watch it, like I said, but the clips tell me this. He is an American appropriating Cuban culture while wearing all white. So there's that. In other current affairs, listen. Jay-Z and Beyonce were not at the Grammys. At the Grammys? That's their thing. That's like, I have to win everything kind of thing. Like, doesn't Queen Bee have to be there for everybody to worship her and lick her feet? I thought that was a thing. So they weren't there days after Epstein's files were released. So I'm guessing that they were probably busy at home shredding papers and deleting files. And get this, Jay-Z doesn't bring Beyonce to the Super Bowl to watch his shitty halftime show with hateful Hassenpfeffer. He brings his daughters Blue Ivy and Yellow Root instead. So I believe that Beyonce is currently being replaced by her own daughter. So that's on current affairs. Let me move my desk around a little bit here. All right. So what do you think? Let's talk about the slice as our dailies. We have daily things that I like, songs, movies, and I will do my show and tell and show and sell here in a minute. Okay. The song of the day, I've actually picked two because one just came to my mind after I already wrote this down. So the first song of the day, and being that it's Valentine's Day on Saturday, Pussy Control by Prince. Can I get a holla for Prince? Pussy Control by Prince. In my weird mood, Clown by Korn. Come get some. Okay. Movie of the day. I have here The Book of Eli. If you haven't seen it, go watch it, because what I'm about to say isn't going to make much sense other than that. If you have seen it, you should have learned a lesson from that. And books are already disappearing. Language is already so messed up because of all the slang and stuff. Kids don't know how to write anymore. They don't know how to write in cursive. They don't know how to read time, little Roman numeral clock. They don't drive anymore. They don't get it. It's everything is being lost due to this new technology that I thought when I was young was supposed to bring us into an age of everybody was smart because you had the information at your fingertips every minute of every day. Any question that you could ever want to know, any human knowledge that you could ever want to know is it, and people are just stupid. So the Book of Eli, and I am going to suggest trying to learn Braille or Morse code or sign language or even binary. Like, do something other than this language that we're speaking because it's getting butchered. Okay, today is an interesting herb of the day. Our herb of the day also goes with Valentine's Day. Roses. Those rosy roses, rosy roses, rosy roses. Okay, so roses are great for you, except for you need to avoid hybrids. You can eat the rose hips, the seeds, the petals. They can all be eaten. They can be made into teas, oils, whatever have you. I mean, it's so I'm gonna get down to brass tacks here. Rose hip seed oil has an abundance of vitamin E, which is good for burns and warts. And let's face it, vitamin E is good for all tissue, which you are just a giant sack of tissue. Uh, Lemon balm and rose petal tea can ease nervousness. If you ever had to stop and smell the roses, or you heard old people talk about that and have actually done that, you know that it's getting a nice deep breath of some rose fragrance. It actually does smell good. Me, I don't like rose scented perfume. Like, it's supposed to be on a flower, let's keep it there. That's a little too much for me. But roses are great. I will eat some roses and orchids. And it also has antioxidants, calcium, iron, phosphorus, vitamin C, E, and the B's 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and 9. Vitamin C. So roses have 3 times that amount of vitamin C that citrus fruits does. So have some rose petals. Uh, oh yes. And the interesting part here, I love looking this stuff up. I learn something new every day. So in the past, 5 years, we've learned a few things about a new virus or whatever came out. And there was some controversy on some of the treatments. Well, guess what? In my research of roses, roses contain hydrochloroquine in the petals. It treats malaria, lupus, arthritis, and COVID. Okay, so hydrochloroquine behaves as a weak base. That's alkaline. and increases the pH of intracellular organelles, enzymes, and lysosomes. So it actually gets into the cell to help it out, into the cell, not around the cell, not in the thing, inside the cell. So due to the increased pH inside the cell, the virus's ability to attach and replicate are inhibited. Rose petals contain hydrochloroquine, which is a treatment for viruses like COVID. I just want you to write that down. Rewind, whatever you got to do, look that one up. So fantastic. So awesome. I looked up roses. Are you kidding me? Now, let's see what the Herbal Bible has to say about roses. Okay. It says here, old-fashioned roses make the best medicines. Avoid using hybrid roses. Roses are sweet, astringent, and lightly cooling in medicinal action. I'll tell you myself, roses it's just a really light flavor. It doesn't have any bitterness to it or anything. It's pretty good. Um, Gather the petals before the flower is pollinated from the flowers that have bright sunny yellow center. They have not been pollinated yet and are producing a scent that calls to the bees. After pollination, the scent fuck. The center anthers turn brown and dry up. The scent is noticeably weaker. Soon the petals will fade and drop. Rose petals added to your medicinal preparations will impart a pleasant flavor. To use externally, gather the leaves before the flower buds appear. The petals bring delight to the senses, lighten the spirits, and are mildly astringent. The hips are full of vitamin C and are best gathered after a hard frost. Hard. Hidden within the seeds are a storehouse of vitamin E. The whole hips are traditionally set as by the late winter to use as a blood purifier. Okay. And I think I got all the information out of that I could already. So, roses, vitamin E, vitamin C, hydrochloroquine. Get some for your next viral infection. Cram some up your nose too, because it's closest to the sinuses. Right here, up your nose. Okay, up your nose with a rubber hose. All right. Show and tell. Oh, I have one for Kim today. So, when I was in high school, me and my bestie, we had the same history class, and Mr. Reinhardt, since there were so many reports, because I'm from Illinois, so many reports on Chicago, because we were able to choose what we wanted to, he decided to take us all to Chicago for our senior field trip. And we went to Navy Pier. So me and Kim, little tiny things running around Navy Pier, all around downtown Chicago. Like he let us go anywhere. We roamed all around downtown Chicago by ourselves. It was great. We were like 17, 18. That was a good time. So we went to Navy Pier. And me being a little klepto, we were walking by this little stand that had a bunch of stones and stuff. I still have those stones that I ganked from Navy Pier, and I have kept them with me forever. There's nothing special about it. It's just blue dyed quartz, purple dyed quartz. Nothing special except for I still remember the day that we got it. So that's my show and tell for today. For the show and sell, oh, I have my pink feather earrings on. If you want a close up, if I can get nice to the camera. My pink feathers. They're very fun, very light. I don't like a lot of weight on my earrings. I don't wear earrings a lot anyway. I just make them and sell them. I don't freaking wear them. Okay, add this thing again. Where'd it go? So annoying. Okay, this blanket throw I made is a 4 foot by 4 foot granny square Afghan. And it is so pink, I want to barf. It's like you like it when you first start it, and then it's too much. Is this too much? Anyway, it'll probably be stupid cheap on Etsy. I'll have to take pictures of it later. I just haven't gotten to the pictures yet. But so it is a 6 squares by 6 squares, 4 by 4 foot, fun little border with the baubles. Gotta love the baubles. Just big enough for the back of your couch. If you like this much pink. I don't know. I get in my color periods. It was pink. And now it's not. Let me tell you. Okay. Ta-da! That it for the show and sell? Oh, necklace. Guys, I gotta admit, I'm getting really tired of this jewelry crap. It's been sitting on Etsy for a while, and if I can't sell it soon, I'm just gonna give it all to anybody. Alright. This is a pearly little deal that I did. Just glass painted pearls. This charm opens up. It is a perfume charm. What you do is you take a cotton ball and you put some perfume on it, and then you put the cotton ball inside there. It's not on your skin, and you can take it off if somebody is around you that doesn't like perfume. So that is a design from probably back in the Victorian era, but this is, I don't know. I got the charm used off of a broken necklace. I'm gonna guess probably the 90s. So not that old, but old concept. Charming little perfume purse necklace thingamajig. That's on, right? Okay. Whew. Fuck me running sideways, backwards, upside down. Okay. See, I knew I was forgetting something. I'm always forgetting something. Holy moly! I know, right? Oh, God. Now, I need a desk. Unless y'all like this. I'm not liking my... You see why most people have a desk, so they can hide their fat. Alright. On to the next segment. Tee-hee-hee. Ketchup farts. This is just a segment of some stupid shit. Some interesting stuff. Some ketchup farts. Alright. Stupid human names. Blue Ivy. Stupid town name. Booger Hole, West Virginia. That's hilarious. I love it. And there's a little story. A booger hole, Booger hole, booger hole, West Virginia. Okay. Was so called because it was a violent place, and booger derives from boogie, meaning boogeyman, which is scary, so on and so forth. Okay. So Booger Hole, West Virginia, because it was not a fantastic place to be. All right. A weird hobby that I found is excuse gongoozling. Gongoozling is a UK thing. People watching on the canals. I didn't know that had a name. I didn't know it was specific only to the UK because I'm a people watcher like hell. Me and John both are. We'll both sit in the back of the restaurant and just watch everybody else. We love people watching. People are stupid. Very entertaining. I love it. Okay, so gongoozling is people watching on the canals in the UK. Our stupid collection of the day is air guitars. Is that anything like crypto? Because there's nothing in my hand that's giving me value. Anyway, I think it's possibly just an excuse to collect guitar stands, and he didn't want to look weird. All right. Strange law. Beware when you're in Louisiana when you eat. Beware anyway. The dirtiest thing in restaurants is the ice machine. Just saying. Moldy. They're always moldy. Good way to clean that, vinegar and water spray bottle. Okay. Anyway, so weird law in Louisiana. In Louisiana, traditional jambalaya is not subject to state sanitation codes. I have not yet dug into that any deeper. If you know, let me know. Jeeves, if you know, let me know. And it makes me hungry thinking about it. So, that was our strange law. Health codes. Health codes. All right. So, time for the sauce. Because you know we love this section. All right. You guys ready for some tea? Sit down, grab a pipe, smoke them while you got them. So here we go. Out of the 3,000 questions about me book, we are going to answer questions about me. Unabashedly freaking me. All right, so episode 5, we're on page 5. Now, the first question we have here. Oh, wow. Says, how have you changed over the last 5 years? Well, I've gained weight, I've lost weight, I keep getting better at my job. I've moved. I've had to put a creature down. How have I changed? I don't know. Hope to God I got smarter. I've been through a few more things, so that gives me a new perspective. Yeah. Hopefully, over the last 5 minutes, I have changed. Because if we don't change, we just smell like stale fucking crusty underwear the rest of our lives. And yeah, that's it. How have I changed over the last 5 years? Hopefully I got smarter, and hopefully I change every 5 minutes. All right. Have you ever painted a house? Really? Well, yes. I mean, I'll start with finger painting. When I was a child, I used to draw a lot of houses, and then I painted a house. And then I've painted on the outside of a house, and I've painted on the inside of a house. That's a really dumb fucking question. Okay, next. Have you ever had a surprise party that was an actual surprise? No. Nobody gave a shit that much. And it was never just my birthday. Me and my brother's birthdays are 4 days apart. I never had a birthday on my own. Unless I'm alone. Then I take myself out and do whatever the fuck I want. Eat old cake by myself. Damn right. Okay, so have I ever had a surprise party? No. What makes you feel miserable? Physically or mentally? Like, these questions are so damn broad. Oh, God. What makes me feel miserable? Well, it says feel. I'm gonna go with physical. So, my period. Being a woman. Oh, you know what makes me feel miserable? These fucking hormones. Let me tell you. Let me tell you why bitches are fucking crazy. Let me tell you something. Why bitches are fucking crazy. I calculated it out one time, and the average woman bleeds for 5 days a freaking week. Or, yeah, 5 days a month. Count that money throughout the whole life. Okay, 6.5 years. Women bleed for 6.5 years total on average. Equal the amount of PMS is 13 years of crazy. Not to mention the about 3.5 years that we're ovulating and feeling stupid and lovey dovey for some dumb reason. Women are effing psycho. So, when I was 18, I put myself on the Depo shot. And I loved it because I didn't feel like a chick anymore. I wouldn't cry during sad movies. I wasn't getting that fucking emotional barf. The emotional barf from the fucking uterus of my soul just makes me miserable. I don't like it. I loved it being on the shot. I was a dude in a chick's body. I was unemotional. I wasn't pissed off so easily. I wasn't, no, it helped me not give a shit. But this emotional roller coaster that is being a female fucking sucks so bad. Fucking blows. Like Don Lemon. That's what makes me feel miserable. Most of the time. My hips make me feel miserable too sometimes. I can't even lay down for more than 6 hours or I'm just in pain. I gotta move. I gotta stretch. Please donate for either a Cadillac or an eventual hip replacement. Thanks. All right, next question. What's the best costume you've ever worn? I don't know. I think I did a pretty damn good job with this past Halloween costume, which was like an all black Victorian widow. I'll say just Victorian widow. That was pretty good. I enjoyed that. I actually bought a hoop skirt for that. So I always wanted a hoop skirt, and they were like stupid cheap on Amazon for like $27. So I just bought one and primped it up a little bit. So that was pretty cool. That was a pretty good one. Um, I really like the pirate costume that I did like 13 years ago. That was hot. Had a black pleather bodice and these nifty little things. Oh man, I missed that stuff. I shouldn't have gave it away. Oh yeah. Okay. What has been the hardest loss you've ever had to take? That's a tough one. Um, well, definitely for my whole family, it was my Uncle Darren. That hit hard. He died tragically in a car accident in 1997. He was 34 years old and he had his two kids with him. His kids were 6 and 3, and I've talked to both of them, and neither of them can really remember him too much. Tasha can't remember him at all. I really wish that I could give her my memories. That fucking sucked. So, that's probably the hardest one, except for my pet raccoon. But I put her down myself. It was hard to be there, watching her take her last breath. Trying to. I uh I had some chloroform. It's about all I could do. It was only months ago, and as you can see, it still sticks with me. So, the hardest loss I had to take was the one that I took myself. Okay. All right. Do you like sunny days or rainy days more? Well, I do love rain. I love fast moving storms. I like the dark clouds. I like the cool air, the smell of the fresh dirt floating in the air from the rain. Um, but the sunny days in Florida have been definitely the sunshine of my life, I will say. So, living in Illinois for the first 23 years of my miserable fucking existence was a miserable fucking existence. And in Illinois, you get stupid weather. Um, it's either blistering hot in the summer, which compared to Florida, it's not. Y'all need to quit bitching. Or stupid ugly cold, and it's not just cold, but it's cold and wet, and it's just absolutely miserable. And when the weather is bad, it's bad for like 2 weeks straight, and you get no fucking sun, and it's just drab and dank and shitty. And when I moved to Florida, I understand what sunbaked means, because I'm just happy, sunshiny. I know I could switch my bad mood off pretty damn fast with some sunshine and fresh air, and it's abundant here in Florida. So, what do I like more? Sunny days. And especially in Florida because I can have both. It's sunny and rainy at the same time. All right. Where am I at here? Okay. What does my typical Friday night look like? Well, if we're not sitting here doing nothing and I'm sitting on the couch crocheting, then we are at Marco Island at a restaurant called Sammy's because John likes their lamb chops and I love everything else that they have. We're having dinner there and listening to my buddy Captain Tony play guitar. So we'll listen to live music at Sammy's on Friday night eating lamb chops. Okay. What is your favorite movie director, and which of their movies is your favorite? Do I really have to think about one right now? Who is my favorite movie director? Well, okay. And I don't like to mention the douchebags, but douchebags still get credit where credit is due. So Steven Spielberg, I guess, would be my favorite director. Which of their favorite movies, or which of their movies is my favorite? Well, I like a lot, actually. Um, Band of Brothers was the shit. I like the graphics. I love the cast was awesome. So that was good. And douchebag Tom Hanks was a good collab on that. So kudos to douchebags for making great movies. My other one would be, oh, I forgot his name. He was in Ghostbusters, and he did a lot of good movies too. Was he a director? Writer, producer? I don't know. He's one of my favorites. Better than Stephen King, or yeah, Stephen Douchebag. Okay, so yeah, can't remember his name. Look it up yourself. All right. Let's answer people's stupid fucking questions. I swear. What else is in here? Good lord. What the fuck? Is not one of the questions, but holy fuck, what is the furthest you've ever flown a paper airplane? Well, I'm not a pilot, so I haven't. What? I swear to God, that's what it says. Wow. Okay. Do you like the person you're becoming? Yes. Because it's better than I was yesterday. Certainly better than I was 15 years ago, and a lot better than I was 30 years ago. Okay. Um, what is the greatest height from which you've ever jumped into the water? Well, like 10 feet, 11 feet. Oh, I got a story about that. Um, Kids in the trailer park. Oh, how old were we? Like, I think it was like 13, 12 or 13. I don't remember really. Pretty young around there. Um, we went down the road. There was a bridge that jumped into the creek. It had like a big square culvert. It was like a bridge that goes over a creek. Really small. So the creek wasn't very deep there. The deepest spot was like 4 foot. And the bridge was probably 10 foot from the bottom of the creek. Anyway, this kid made us jump in. I was not the first person to do that. Oh, that was Terry Elmore. You were a dick. Just wanted you to know that. Okay. What inspires your ideas? Real life, for sure. If I'm like creating something and I want to make something that other people are going to like, I go shopping. I go window shopping. I go out and see what the stupid people are buying nowadays. Like, especially down Fifth Avenue. I used to go down Fifth Avenue and see what kind of ugly fucking jewelry the rich old bitches were buying. And I'd try to copy that a little bit. As you can see, the necklace that I made, the necklace my show and sell today. Guys, that's why I'm gonna give this shit up. I'm fucking tired of thinking. Yeah, so what inspires my ideas? Definitely real life, other people, things that I like, for sure. Colors that I like this pink. I got into a pink thing last year, and then I never did anything with the pink until now, and now I like hate it. I like the color pink, but I don't like that much. And I don't like to wear it, and I don't like the stereotype of just because I'm a girl, everything has to be pink. So I was anti-pink when I was growing up. So yeah, real life definitely inspires my ideas. Have you ever assembled furniture by myself? Yes. The dumb questions. What the fuck? Now it's getting invasive here. Have you ever bolstered your resume to get a job you really wanted? You mean, have I ever committed a felony? No. No, I haven't. Why would I need to do that? First of all, I never made a resume to get a job that I really wanted. Like, ever. So, there's that. So, no. You kidding me? The fuck? Serious? Alright, whatever. So, that's our good enough for me. That was our sauce. JD's and a Littleman. Alright, I'm losing it. It happened. What happened? Becky cut the cheese. We did get a new sound today. What do I have? Oh, you'll love me anyway, whether you like it or not. Fake it till you make it, y'all. Okay, time for some final thoughts. All right, episode 5, final thoughts. Back in my day, back in my day, in Illinois, was where I went to school when I was a child. In eighth grade, we had to pass a United States flag test in order to pass on to high school. Doesn't matter if you got straight A's, if you failed that test, you failed eighth grade. You had to pass. Now, don't get me wrong, they gave you multiple chances to try to pass that. I don't know one kid that failed. Just saying. So you had to pass the flag test in order to go on to high school. In high school, it was the same thing. In high school, there was a government test and a constitution test. And if you did not pass those two tests, you did not graduate. Didn't matter how fantastic your grades were. I don't know anybody that failed either of those tests. I'm just saying. What's wrong with the world nowadays? Kids can't read a fucking clock. They can't write in cursive, and they don't get taught the fundamentals in school anymore. Like, even in 8th grade, we all had to take this short little home ec class, just like the short little shop class. We had to learn what internal combustion was, change an oil, change a tire, whatever it was, build a little bridge out of index cards. And then in 8th grade, we had to at least build a little thing with pottery and know how to make scrambled eggs. The very basics, but still, we had to do it. It was mandatory back in my day. So back in my day, we actually had to learn useful things. What the fuck is wrong with people now? Seriously. All right. So yeah, we also had to know how to read a clock, boil water, count change, handwrite essays, flip through a card catalog, drive a stick shift, use a rotary phone, and we knew the basics of interacting with other humans in a respectful manner in English. In actual English. So, those are my final thoughts for today. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. That's getting interesting. I tell you what, I can't wait until the next. Oh, you know what? Shit. See, I forgot. A quick show and sell, because I picked up some demo groceries. So this is my grocery bag that I made, shopping bag. I loaded it with some cans and peanut butter and stuff, and as you can see, it holds a lot of weight. There's probably 15 pounds in here. And I made extra fat straps so as not to hurt your arm when you're walking up 15 flights of stairs. Or if you're in Florida, 2 flights. So. Nice fat straps shopping bag for sale on Etsy right now. Go get some. Super durable, washable, dryable, dirtyable. Fuck them up. Okay. Well, guys, that's all I have. That's it from he, Tits McGee. The kitchen is closed, and we're all out of to-go cups. Good night until next time. Don't forget to let the cat out. Bye, guys. I love you.